Hey guys, Jackson Savvy here. Today we're going to have an Android tutorial on how to increase your 4G LTE speed. Now, I've tested this on my Galaxy Note 3, which you see here, as well as a Nexus 5. Now, in this tutorial you won't see a whole lot of change in what I'm doing for my personal phone. I've moved back to Texas, but when I was in Oklahoma I was getting really slow 4G LTE speed. I'm using an AT&T phone on Straight Talk. Now, this little hack we're going to do is going to involve the phone dialer and this number right here. And I'll have this in the comments. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our phone and we're going to dial this number right here. This will give us access to the hidden menu in the phone. Like I said, I've tested this on a couple of Android phones, so let's hope it works for you. And it's star pound 4636 pound star. Now immediately, and I'm going to make the screen a little bit larger here, immediately you're going to see all this device info on the phone. Now, the screen I was at previously, I clicked on device info, the very top one. Now, let's not mess with too much stuff because you can mess up your phone here. But with the trick I'm showing you here, you'll be totally safe. What we're doing is we're changing our network on our phone. So you'll see here there's a little drop down menu. And if you're at this tutorial, you probably already know this, but GSM networks are like AT&T, and then you've got CDMA, which is like Verizon, Sprint. So some of these won't even work on your phone. But for the most part, I've had the best luck in Oklahoma with this WCDMA preferred. You can test all of these. As soon as you click it, it'll reset your wireless radio, and you can test them with I use a speedtest.net app from the Google Play Store. But for right now, I'm set on the LTE GSM Auto, which is the one it should set it to if you're using a Straight Talk or an AT&T phone. Now, like I said, you may not see a big difference in mine, but yours may be 2 or 3 times the speed if you're in an area of spotty LTE coverage. So I'm going to test this network I'm on right now. And you can see I get really good 4G LTE coverage here, so I really don't have to mess with my radio too much with the location I'm at. However, when I was in Oklahoma, the one that gave me the 2 to 3 times the speed. Now keep in mind guys, this doesn't mean that if you're in an area with spotty cell phone reception that you're going to increase your range. Nothing like that. This is just changing the way it pings off the towers and how it really transmits the data. I don't know the whole tech behind it like I usually do. This is just a little tutorial I've been wanting to do that really helped me. As you can see up here, my wireless radio reset because I changed it to this network. Now if you want to be sure that it is, you can click turn off radio and you'll see no signal. You can turn it back on with your network you want to try selected, and this is just to ensure that it's changing the radio. Now you can see I've reconnected, and we'll probably see a drop here. Like I said, in Oklahoma, this was the one that gave me from 2 megs a second up to 6 or 7, and that was steady and consistent. As you can see, this one dropped it pretty dramatically, and it really just depends on what area you're in. I've even had luck with the unknown network, as you'll see here. We'll click it down to unknown, and I don't think we're going to be able to beat the speeds we had a minute ago. But like I said, it is area specific, what part, what town you're in, the towers you have. So guys, go ahead and give it a try. And like I said, use a testing app. It doesn't matter if it's a speed test app or not, something to test your wireless coverage and make sure that you do have your Wi-Fi off. Otherwise, you'll just be testing your own in-home network. So I can see this unknown one gives me a really steady, strong signal of 5, which, depending on what you're doing, sometimes you need something that doesn't have bursts. You need consistent speed. So whatever you'd like to try, just kind of taking take a quick note of what your network was originally. And with mine, I'm going to go ahead and reset it. I'm going to put it back to LTE GSM Auto, and I'm just going to close out all my apps. It's as simple as that, guys. Like I said, I wouldn't mess too much with the other places you saw on there for device information and everything. But if the video helped or just gave you some information, give me a like and subscribe, please. And I always say something about Chive Charities. If you're not familiar with the Chive, initially the site gives off a vibe of, the fraternity feel, but this site actually supports Chive Charities, which they are champions of the causes that kind of go unknown. They help people of all income levels, of all ages, that have these debilitating conditions that nobody else gives attention to. And they also support our first responders, police, armed forces. So guys, check out chivecharities.org. And as always, thanks for watching, and chive on.